EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Houston Oilers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Now, here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Okay, great.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
On first down, here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. You look at this defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
That good for 19 and a first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on the third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
He finds his man, complete. That's Frazier. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, this one, that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, it's Frazier. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On the bootleg, Stroud. He'll buy some time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Dolphins had 8-3 now. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing on 1st down. Thorne. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Oilers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Frazier. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins there to make the grab. And the Oilers go up by 2 touchdowns. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Dolphins, nothing. Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Thorne. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thorne. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And down to the 36-yard line here. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they run the option on 2nd down. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. It's their quarterback. 36 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where
there he goes, left side. Now inside the 25. Touchdown! A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
19 right.
Operating from the gun, Thorne. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And now they'll shift things around. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Okay, ready? 18 Cardinal.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Throw left side complete. That's Kramer. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st down, Thorne. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 1st down. Thorne, flush to his right. But I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Back to throw. Thorne. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up. And now in defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. That's Frazier. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
To throw on second down. Thorne underneath, caught by the tight end Allen. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he goes out right around the 39. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Cougar 19. Mustang 19. Go.
Off the play fake. Thorne. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
On third down, Thorne. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Well, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
On first down, it's Frazier. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Play action. Stroud now.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Play action. Here's Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Hill to return it.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return.
And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
Old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. Frazier, and he'll be brought down here at the 28.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Frazier. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Well, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Man, that's a 3rd fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
19 tight. 79 Bronco.
On 1st and 10, Thorne. And oh, it'll be intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Sanders now to have the extra point.
Sanders, 48 for point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Frazier. And some room to roam now. There he goes, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Stroud sets up the play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go. It's Frazier. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Frazier. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
152 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Oilers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Second down and 3. Waddle, the motion man, right.
Looking to throw on second down. Thorne.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Thorne.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Miami Dolphins. Back at 60. 1st and 10 at the 43.
They'll look to throw again.
Again, it's Johnson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also with a 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Stroud looks to throw. That is caught.
Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud. That is intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Street. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Come 19. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Sanders' kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Here's 2nd down. Stroud to throw it.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. Down the left sideline. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal,
Four quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
On 3rd down, Frazier. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Frazier. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So they say forget the field goal in the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal.
Stroud to throw it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Now their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw. Thorne. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
But that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7.
Well, I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
He gets away from one. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Frazier
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down now. It's Frazier. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it.